Hello again everybody, I'm BrianTheBlue and welcome back to Current Calamities, where I take a break from the past and look forward to the future with the games of the present. So, 2017 was a hell of a year for Nintendo. The Switch comes out and is a massive success, and as the console sells, so do the games from all parties. And now a new year comes, and what's Nintendo's first big move for 2018? Cardboard.
So who was expecting this? If anybody says they were, is a goddamn liar and is going to hell for life like Blame. Nintendo is of course no stranger to gimmick peripherals for systems, lest we forget the Power Pad, the Super Scope, and the Wii Motion Dildo. But nobody could guess the next thing they come up with involves cardboard.
But it's here now, and I'm honestly very curious with this, so let's jump into Nintendo Labo.
Labo?
Labo.
Dude, it's pronounced Labo.
I'm gonna draw a dick.
Call me crazy, but I bought both kits on launch day at the local Target. It may be pricey, but that YouTube dough keeps me going.
Support goes a long way too.
For now, we'll save the robot kit for later and we'll take a look at the variety kit. First thing we see is the game itself, so I'll quickly get this unwrapped and into my Switch. As we wait for the system to update, I go back to the box to get the rest of the goodies out of it. There are a lot of colorful cardboard sheets at our disposal, and now that the update is done, now we can dive into the first feature of the game, making. With the variety kit, there are several different cardboard accessories we can make. The first thing it wants me to make is a holder for my Joy-Con, which wasn't very hard. I'm just sad this didn't happen after I made it. Now we can move on to creating the main 5, some of which take longer than others. Way long, so I'll start with the RC car since it's the shortest of the bunch. The whole gist of Nintendo Labo is you gotta create certain Toy-Cons in order to play games. The Make menu tells you step by step how to make certain Toy-Cons so you don't have to guess what to do. It's a very interesting process. The cardboard itself feels sturdy for the most part, so I didn't have trouble putting this Toy-Con together. Now with the RC car, I put the Joy-Cons in between like so. Then I'm supposed to set it down on a flat surface and press these buttons to see it go. Okay. Well, this is a bit lackluster. It's kinda moving somewhat, but my right Joy-Con is having some issues. But I can go further with this play mode and turn the HD rumble up on either Joy-Con to make it work. Somewhat. Also, there's a screen on the top which is coming from the IR motion camera, which is cool. Reminds me of the Game Boy camera with how slow it's going. This has been a cool start, but now it's time to move on to the next Toy-Con, the fishing rod. And it's gonna take this long to make it? Yeah, I feel like I'm not up to this anymore. I'm gonna finish up Detective Pikachu.
This is a fun game, by the way. I recommend it.
Now back to the task at hand. We've got a lot of parts to build. This is where I got really into crafting these Toy-Cons. I will say I have experience with making things as I was an avid Lego builder. Granted, this isn't Lego, but this kind of stuff comes natural to me. Just imagine if Nintendo Labo was Legos and not cardboard. It wouldn't be the first time Nintendo dived into Lego-esque toys. Now this was a more interesting Toy-Con, for we also had to deal with parts other than cardboard, so getting this together was very interesting. But when it was all said and done, I had my fishing rod ready to go. Now this game is a step up. With this, you gotta catch up to 3 fish by reeling your fishing rod proper in order to get the best catch. This is working really well to my amazement, and as you can tell, I am into this game. After you catch the fish, it'll show you your catches and the average weight of them. I'm real curious how the Joy-Cons know exactly what length of the reel is at, but I enjoy this a lot. Had some Wii Play vibes from the fishing game. I'm gonna move a bit faster through these next few Toy-Cons as most of the process is very much the same and very much longer. But in time I was able to make the piano, the house, and the motorcycle. They're all very unique in their own ways and lots of fun to dabble around in. The motorcycle is great fun and the piano and house are a wonder. I still can't fathom how everything works the way it does, but even those can't compare to the next kit. God, I feel like I was younger making my own box man out of tinfoil and stopping my sister with it. And if you're wondering how the building process went, well... This game is one of a kind where all you gotta do is destroy everything you can to rack up the points. You can also do various other modes to experiment your robot might, but I'm keeping that to myself so you curious minds can be more curious with what else you can discover with the Robot Kit. Speaking of discovery, the last mode on these games is of course the Discovery feature, where you can dabble with figuring out the extent of what your Toy-Cons can do. You'll have some help along the way, so you'll never be alone when creating your masterpieces. Who would have thought cardboard could be so much fun in this day and age? Nintendo has really swung these kits right out of the park with ingenuity and creativity as their basis for fun and joy with Nintendo Labo. It's been a fun experience that I can guarantee you as well can get into, as you fish, race, or take out buildings, all within your cardboard lab. It doesn't have to end there either, for you can decorate your Toy-Cons with markers or the customization set that I wasn't able to find. I wouldn't have done it anyway since I wanted to keep them at their normal look, so now you'll know what my Toy-Cons are like when I sell them, even if I don't put my name on the game boxes.
So with all that being said, what's my overall opinion?
I was interested and perhaps a bit skeptical at the start. But looking back at my craftsmanship, I had a good time. Making these Toy-Cons are something all in themselves, and getting to play the games is the reward. Then afterwards, discovering what else you can do really sets the imagination free. These kits are good fun for all kids, even the big kids like me. Hell, if they got Bill Nye the Science Guy to toy around with Nintendo Labo, then it's safe to say this is for anybody to enjoy. I expect more kits to come out in the near future, and I may get them so I can make, play, and discover once more with Nintendo Labo. So what do you think? Do you agree with me, or have your own thoughts? Let me know by leaving a comment. If you like what you see, like the video with those thumbs up. If you think anyone else would like this vid, share it around. And if you want to see more of me, this show, and others, hit the subscribe button. I'm BrianTheBlue, thanks for watching. I'm going back to the past, and until next time, I'll see you in the future.